Hey everybody, Mike here. Wanted to take a second to go over something I've owned for about 5 or 6 years now. This is the blast cabinet made by Eastwood. This is model B60, and they came out with this I think 5 or 6 years ago. I got it kind of right at the beginning when this thing first came out. And at the very beginning, to be honest, I had kind of a love-hate relationship with this thing. But over the years, I've really got it dialed in to where it actually does a really good job for me. And as certain projects have come and gone over the years, this thing has really proved itself, and it's got a lot of hours of use. In fact, if I had to guess, I've probably got somewhere between 300 to 400 hours of use out of this thing in the last close to 5 years. Now, kind of go over the features to what I've changed and what I've done. I wanted to first show you how this thing comes. So as you see it here, this is the stock configuration. One of the first things I changed though, after the first probably month or so of using this thing, was the trigger style gun that comes inside the cabinet. This thing really did work well, but for someone like me who uses things for hours on end for certain projects, it really got tiresome on my hand having to hold that trigger. That's where this foot pedal came into play. So I've got a foot pedal down here that I simply just step on, and when I do, it puts the air into the gun, and then the gun itself also comes with the pedal. When you purchase this as an upgrade, you'll end up getting this gun here to replace the trigger style gun, so there's no trigger on this gun anymore. And this upgrade alone has been proved invaluable over the last handful of years. The next thing I had to deal with in terms of upgrades was inside the cabinet itself, it comes with a light that mounts up here with just a clip. After the first 4 years or so of use, that light decided to wear out on me and got so beat up from the abrasion of the blast media. So what I ended up doing was taking like a rope light and fixing it inside the cabinet. Not only has it made that somewhat brighter for me, it's lasted the last couple of years great, and it hasn't really diminished in quality in terms of the brightness. That's not something you have to do right away though. That's something you can do later on, because the stock light's pretty sufficient at least to get started with. The next upgrade you might want to consider doing at some point in time down the road would be to seal all of your seams. And I just used a simple silicone that I picked up from the hardware store and sealed all my seams, and that drastically cut down how much blast media came out of the cabinet and how much stayed in. The one thing I will recommend going ahead and purchasing immediately when you purchase your blast cabinet, try to build it into your budget, is going to be the dust collection system here you see mounted on my wall. Now this is originally designed to mount on the back side of the cabinet. I didn't want this thing sticking out from the wall that far and taking up a lot of valuable real estate. So I opted to go beside the cabinet and mounting it to the wall. But just know that it is designed to go on the back of the cabinet, and you can make this all one unit, especially if you plan on making this thing mobile and putting it on wheels. You can roll it around your shop that way. Now when it comes to the dust collection you see here, it's got a pretty hefty filter inside of it, and this thing does wonders for keeping the visibility good inside of your cabinet while you're actually using this thing. To operate this dust collection system, you've got a button here on the side that you just push, and that button will turn the unit on. And then down here at the bottom, you'll see this little lever here, and that's actually, if you bang on the side of that, it taps the filter and keeps the filter clear so they can keep flowing air and doing the proper job of keeping your dust collection working efficiently. Now to briefly touch on maintenance on this cabinet, depending on how much you actually use this thing throughout the year, you will have to not only change your media out from time to time and make sure your dust collection stays clear and keep that emptied out as well. On the inside of this glass here is a film that simply adhesive tapes on, and every so often you'll want to take that screen down and put a new one up, because this is what protects the glass from any wear and tear, and that makes it a replaceable item that you can go through, and it's extremely easy change out. When it gets a little hard to see through your glass, you can swap that film out and you're back going again, and your visibility is back to what it was new. But as I said a couple times in this video now, this thing's been extremely invaluable to me in my shop. It's been through a couple rebuilds that I've done here on different vehicles, my truck being the last one. And then my wife and I also do a lot of crafting type stuff and metal fab. So the latest project that I've got going on right now are these little horseshoe crosses that she had me make. And you can see here, this is after blasting, how clean the metal is. It just knocks all that debris off, opposed to the one here, which has the coating on it that comes from the factory on the horseshoes. It's just a really good way of prepping your items before you paint or powder coat, especially powder coat, because it's so particular on prep, on making sure that powder adheres to your item and does a good job. But if you find yourself in the market for a blast cabinet, I looked at several of these before I committed to the purchase of this one. And while I'll admit that it was somewhat frustrating at first, getting it dialed in and trying to learn how to use it, I will admit that some of that was operator error on my own part, just trying to learn how to use it because I've never owned one before. But after some trial and error and some hours you getting in and using this thing, it really is a nice machine, and I believe it's going to last me for years to come. Hopefully this was somewhat helpful for you guys in helping you make a decision and whether this is the right purchase for you or not. I know this is a pretty big investment for a lot of us. That's all I've got for you today, guys. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I'll catch you guys on the next one.